Absolutely. Connecticut does not do very many trade missions. India was one of our very highest priorities. We start gathering in Chennai on this coming Monday. I'm bringing a delegation that includes, leaders of our academic community, both University of Connecticut, which focuses on advanced manufacturing, as well as Yale University, which focuses on the life sciences. My co-leader on this delegation is a woman named Indra Nui. Indra came out of Chennai, IT school in Mumbai. I met her at Yale University, and then she went on to have a great career as CEO of Pepsi Cola. So we're really one of the leading Indian Americans in our country. We're going to work with 20 companies that we've been introduced to. And they're everything from advanced manufacturing to life sciences to fintech. We'll be telling them the fact that Connecticut is, less than an hour away from New York and Boston, half the price, an amazing workforce, a big Indian diaspora there, places that you often don't think about when you think about coming to the United States. Connecticut's a great on-ramp. Probably 20% of the tech jobs in our country are all within an hour or so of Stamford, Connecticut, and Southern Connecticut. I think Connecticut is a great on-ramp for these entrepreneurial Indian companies that they want to expand operations in the United States of America. We've got one of the best trained workforces in the world with a special focus on tech and now artificial intelligence. We'll make sure they get the trained workforce they need. We have a business group that's sponsoring us that represents all the major businesses in the greater Connecticut area. We're to make sure they get introductions to all the businesses if they have a possible relationship there. It would be very helpful. Our geographic location is pretty good just because we're equidistant from Boston and New York, as I said. We have probably the greatest universities in the world, including Yale University and UConn, both of which will be with us. Look, I think America and India have a very simpatico relationship. Not only the two greatest democracies, but both a real entrepreneurial innovation in the blood. I think that's what we have in common. We're starting more new businesses in Connecticut right now than any time in a generation. It's a wonderful time for entrepreneurship. We have a major venture capital community, both in Connecticut and in New York, so we can provide funding and resources to help these companies grow. Ten, 12 years ago, I went up with a business group at Brookings Institution. I had a chance to go to Mumbai and Delhi and meet again a lot of the entrepreneurs. I come out of the entrepreneurial world. I started up a telecommunications company, 30 years ago. I believe that's the future for both of our countries. I think it gives people opportunity and forges your path to the future. I think America loves India. I know I love India. I think we have so much in common. As I just said before, not only a faith in democracy, pluralism, diversity, entrepreneurship, innovation. A lot of us speak English. That's kind of helpful too. And I think that's a relationship that goes back many, many years. So I come there as a partner with a handout of friendship, seeing how we can build on that relationship. Look, it's tricky. I know, the Muslim Hindu thing. We have some ethnic divisions in our country. But I think at the end of the day, we're stronger for it. Both of us are stronger for it. You learn to work together, that diversity of point of view and background. Sometimes that creates a really important innovation. Outside of our shared values and innovation and business interests we have in common, I just think politically we're much better when we work together. I think, the nature of the Indian-American strategic relationship. We're looking out at enemies across the border. Maybe we think about China as a place that's trying to expand operations, not only, along your border, but also South China Sea and beyond. I think when we work together, we're much stronger. I've been doing this for a little over 6 years. I've been to Israel, again, a small country with a great entrepreneurial tradition, looking for an on-ramp to the United States. And then we were at the Paris Air Show. We do a lot in the aerospace in our state. We make jet engines, we make helicopters. So that was a very important relationship for us as well. We have a company called ASML. ASML, makes the equipment that makes the most sophisticated chips in the world. So we also went to visit them up in Eindhoven. And Dan O'Keefe, who runs economic development for the state, just came on board.
Yeah.
We had a bigger trade last year than I think ever before in history. Hundreds of millions of dollars going in both directions. I think most of that was probably in and around the aerospace, because that's where we have a strategic advantage.